A little townhouse by a rain-slicked cobblestone lived Madame Creeves, the mystic queen, entirely on her own. She sipped her tea at dead while lightning kissed the sky, and asked her dollies nicely if the spirits might drop by. With lace upon the tablecloth and crumpets stacked just right, she summoned ancient visitors by candle-flickered light. Her Ouija board began to twitch, the kettle gave a shriek. Then in a puff of jasmine smoke, a ghost began to speak. Good evening, Madam Medium. I've come to spill the beans of galaxies and goblins and dimension warping scenes. I hope you brought the clotted cream. I do adore a scone. Now let me tell you how it ends. You're never quite alone. He stirred his tea with spectral hands and took a dainty bite. Explained the cosmos runs on love and marmalade. Some nights there's wormholes in your wardrobe, dear, and ghosts beneath your rug. The moon is run by badgers and the stars just want a hug.
Hello everyone. Thank you again for joining us for another Divination Wednesday. We read cards, charms, wellness runes, witches runes. We might even do a little astrology today. It's up to the spirits and you to decide what will be your reading. Thank you again for joining us. If you would be so kind as to take this time to share out this video and leave a like, we'd greatly appreciate it. Sit back and enjoy the show. I'll be with you shortly.
Hi, lovelies. I hope everybody's well. Give me 1 second, my darlings. I'm trying to find my pen. All righty. So hello to Nina and Robert and Jason and Kelly and Yankee Kyle and Roxanne and Jen. Did I forget somebody? I hope not. Hello to everyone who's here, even people in the bushes. Welcome in. I'm walking outside by myself. It's beautiful. Nice. Okay. Yeah. So I found my my pen. I have some cards. I had to make a second coffee because I drank mine too fast. But we're here. Nina, I saw you were keeping the list for me. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go back and look at that right now, or if you could shove it in there one more time. And if anybody didn't get on that list, just let Nina know right now. I'm gonna write it all down. And 69, that's gorgeous. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna write it all down. 11 people here, my lucky number. Thanks for coming in, guys. It is okay. Robert. Oh, Lori was here. Lori. Hi, Lori. Nina, Kelly, Jen. Hi, Jen. Roxanne, Jen, Kyle. Okay, and I gotta add geez. Hi, welcome back, Jen. I have to add Jeff. Jeff to the list because I promised him Monday night in Trucker John's that I would give him a reading. So I'm gonna add him. Even if we put him at the end, it's fine. Just so I know I did it. Yes, and that's what we got. So Robert, Lori, Nina, Kelly, Jen, Roxanne, Jen, Kyle, Jeff, Pam. Yes, Pam. How are you? Pam. And Pam. Thank you, Robert and Nina, for keeping the list for me. You guys are fabulous. Okay. So, thank you guys. Alrighty. Do you want to look at the cards or do you want to look at my face? Let me know. Because I can fix this so you could look at the cards or you could look at me yippity yapping, whatever you like. I didn't dress up today, but you know. Yeah, I haven't seen Tired either. And I don't have Messenger for another 4 days. I can't message anybody because for some reason the AI decided I've sent 3 messages. I had sent 3 messages in the last 2 days before they blocked me. And it was like one to the game saying there was some free stuff on the game. Another one was to my daughter, like I sent her a shark thing for my grandson. And like one other person, I said hello, right? So, and they blocked me for going against something. I was like, what the freak? What the freak? So I can't text. So I can't even text her to see if she's okay because I can't text anybody for another 4 days in Messenger. So if I don't have your phone number or your email, I have to wait another 4 days to message anybody to find out if they're okay. So you know, that's how that goes. And I tried to argue with them, and let me tell you, just so you don't almost get caught like I did. So basically, I went looking because I wanted to call them and complain, right? I didn't know that Messenger and Facebook is run by AI only. Meta now. There's no people. It's only run by an AI, right? So you can't argue with the AI because the AI is obviously always right, don't you know? So, um, but I didn't know this. So I went looking for a number. And on Facebook, they had a group called Facebook and Messenger Assistants, and they had a phone number. And I called it. And the guy had me download this app. And the app was like, do not give anybody access to the, this is like, you have to know the person, you have to really know who you're talking to. So I kind of got a little iffy, and I was like, and I hung up on them, and I uninstalled the app and all that. I didn't give the app any permissions or anything, but I was like, so then I went back to Messenger and I went to the AI and I'm like, hey, do you have a customer service number if it's an emergency or something? It's like, no, but I can help you. I'm like, you cannot help me because you have been no help, you damn stupid. Anyway, here I was arguing with them. But just so you know, do not, do not call a number for Facebook because it doesn't exist. According to the AI, they don't have any help. It's only him, and he's not helpful. So anyway, so I gotta wait the 4 freaking days, and I gotta really find another app to call people on. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, after I told him he was useless and whatever, I said, forget it. I'll just wait the 6 freaking days. Whatever I did, I'm never gonna find out because I searched all my history and nothing is of the sort was could be considered, spamming or asking people for something, like their address or information. I didn't ask anybody for it. So anyway, just so you know, in case you get locked out of something in Facebook and you think you're gonna call that 800 number, don't, because that 833 number is a scam. So anyway, I blocked their numbers too because he tried to call me back. Anyway, so and I guess probably calling the AI stupid didn't help my case, but whatever. So now, with that being said, let's read Robert. Yeah, Robert's card. What would you like to read for Robert, darling? Yes, I'm finished with my rant. Hi, Evie. Okay, you're gonna get animals. Hey, Krista. So the spirits were waiting for me to finish my rant. So lovely. Evie or Krista, if you want a reading, just let Robert and Nina are keeping the list for me, and they will make sure I see it because sometimes when I'm going to read something, I'll miss it. Okay. Thank you. Hello and thank you. Mhm. What, this one? Okay. No, no, what? This one? Hmm. A lot of birds today. Let's see what we got, Robert. So your first card is Path to Victory, which is the panda bear. Only by overcoming obstacles can I reach the shore of victory. Pandas symbolize peace, friendship, and balance in connection with a yin and yang. As a spirit animal, they teach you how to embody gentleness, patience, inner peace, and having a positive outlook. The glass is only half full because you've already enjoyed the first half. Now enjoy the rest. It's time to reflect and learn. Knowledge comes from practice and patience, not procrastination and laziness. Don't go with the flow, push your limits. Don't be afraid of chance. That's a nice one, Robert. Every month on the list? Okay. Then your next one was the hummingbird, and it's rise again. Every fall is for a higher flight. Hi, Janelle. Hummingbirds can symbolize staying grounded in the present, being in the present rather than dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. Many nights and days pass by with us remembering some so vividly, while others are a distant memory. Make every day count, for you don't know what tomorrow will bring. So do your best today. What you desire will come in time. If you sit worrying, our perception of time is affected, and it feels like the wait is much longer than it really is. That was the hummingbird, and then you have beyond limits, which is the woodpecker. That's what I said, a lot of birds. Breaking through the limits, I step into an even greater future. Woodpeckers symbolize initiation, backing, balance, determination, and honesty. As a spirit guide, they help you sharpen your perceptions and bolster your intuition. They embody focus, resilience, focus and resilience. Blind eyes never catch a break. Giving up never won a battle. Shooting down the plane won't get us to where we need to go. If the destination is unknown, the means of travel doesn't matter. So slow down, stay rooted, take notice, make the most of every opportunity, and see things through to the end. So that was the two birds really are telling you to um, slow down, stop worrying, stay rooted. Um, and kind of the other one too, telling you to have a positive outlook, don't procrastinate, and practice patience. So let's see what your guide has to tell you on all that. Since my last reading, every night between 3 and 5 a.m., wait, let me see. My craft room door opens. It has woken me up even like someone or something turning the knob. Ooh, maybe I don't think it's the doggy spirits, but maybe the woman spirit that was in the bush is trying to give you a message of sorts, trying to get your attention. I mean, they say that at 3 o'clock, the veil is the thinnest, so there might be the strongest. So around that time, she might have more energy to do that. Um, you know, maybe try giving her an offering, a piece of orange, a juice or something, so she could have energy and maybe sit with her and try to see if you can see what she wants. Or maybe I could ask the spirits after. Anyway, Robert, let me see what your message is. Okay, Robert, it's been a rough month, but you could really use some social time with a close friend. Go out and grab some tea and enjoy time. It will not only help you, but it will really help this friend too because they really need it. Hey, Face of Ace. So I don't know, do you have a very close friend? Obviously, they're going through something too, and maybe they're not letting on that it's that bad, but obviously you and them both need a friend and a talk and a chat. So, hi, Patrazi. And hello, if anybody else came in and I missed you. Um, so I don't think I missed anybody, but so yeah, so that was for Robert. Hey, Eddie, you're here too. Hello, Eddie. Christina, I'm doing cards for people. Okay, thank you, Eddie. All right, that was for Robert. Now, I'm sure that made sense to him, I hope. And then we have Lori. I haven't seen Lori. Has Lori come back? Yeah, Eddie's probably sitting next to Jen. You're welcome, Robert. And Madison. Um, they say Lori's in the background. So okay, you're here, you're ready. You want to read to Lori? She might be have me on the TV and can't chat. Maybe her phone died or something because her spirit guide's standing here. So I'm thinking she's around somewhere. Yeah, unfortunately, YouTube started a new thing. They'll count the hours, but if you monetize the stream after so that people can watch the stream without an ad, they won't pay you. But they'll still get money for the ad. So, believe it or not, these are the most conservative because I put the least amount of ads possible so that it could still be monetized because they don't give you any money after the stream unless somebody watches the full thing, which nobody goes back and watches. So I apologize. You could skip the ads or whatever. It's just so that it stay monetized and they don't steal all the money. I don't know how it works, but anyway, um, Lori, what do you want to read for Lori? Okay, spirit messages for Lori. I know I pay for it too, Evie. I pay through I pay through Amazon because I have Amazon Prime. And if you get the Amazon Prime and YouTube Prime together, it's way cheaper and it does it by the year. And you save so much money than paying YouTube separately, but that's, you know, if you see that deal, get it. It's really good. So it's way cheaper than paying. I don't even know what it was, but the last time it was like $11.99 a month for YouTube Prime. But I think it ended up to be like $5.99 a month if you just paid yearly with Prime. And so that's what I did. That's what I did. Which one? This one? Okay. Hey, Babia! Some deals are only in America. Maybe. I don't know. Do you have Amazon Prime there? Probably, don't you? Okay. This is for Lori, who's around somewhere. Let's see. Lori, your first one. Accept where you are at this moment in time. Only then can you begin to move forward. Be clear about your intentions. Uh this makes it easier for us and the universe to help you. Doors will open unexpectedly. Be ready. Then your other one is whatever you have been putting off, don't procrastinate any longer. Tackle that long overdue project. You will feel better once you begin. Start with one thing at a time. Thoughts and ideas not acted upon are just lying in wait. You can do this. I think she was traveling but listening. There you go. I know because her guide was like, no, she's here. Okay, we'll do it. Then the next card, Lori, is if you find yourself stuck in a situation you're unhappy with, ask yourself why you're still there. Is it fear of the unknown? Leaving toxic situations or people can be the best thing for you and the best thing you could do for your soul and spirit. Be fierce. This is like a few weeks in a row reading that you have this like leave a toxic situation, do what you have to do, get out there and do things. Um I don't remember a lot of readings, but I simply do remember that message for you. So now let's see what the message is from your guide. Go ahead, darling. Okay, Lori. There's only two things in this life that will bring you peace at this time: reduced stress and being true to yourself. No one else can do this for you. You have to do as you have to do as they say. I don't even remember writing that last line. You have to do as they say. Maybe the guides. That's so weird that I totally do not remember that writing that last line. Okay, anyway, you have to do as they say. You do have questions though, I believe. Um, okay, okay. So the first, I think you have two questions, Lori. So the first question is yes. Number one is yes. Okay. Second question is yes. Okay, so the answer to both your questions is yes. And what? Mm. Oh, Babia, it's if I monetize it, if I don't have ads during it and I monetize it after, only if someone watches like, I don't know, they gave me like a time, like if you have a 2 hour live and somebody watches an hour of it, you might get some. They have to, because in the live streams, when you watch it back, they put very few ads. And nobody's going to watch back a 2 hour live stream of me reading cards, right? So, um, yeah, it's like, hi, Andre. So it's like, I end up not really making anything on the live streams. And I'm like, so I have to monetize it prior, which means you have to get stuck with some ads in the middle. I, I apologize. So that was Lori. Robert, you didn't have a question, I guess, because your guy didn't say anything, but I'm just going to ask you just in case I missed it, because sometimes that happens. Christina, read out my card. Oh, okay. So let me look for. Okay. Evie also pulled the card for you, Lori. Lori, your color is Rainbow Connection. To spirit in nature. Go to a park, look around for a tree you feel drawn to. Then place your hand on the tree and feel the connection and energy. Ooh. So yeah. Thanks, Babia. Yeah, I mean, you know. Um, okay, and I did, yes. Okay. I missed it, obviously, because I'm like, that's weird. I don't remember hearing that Robert had a question. But then since I heard that there was two for Lori, I'm like, I don't remember getting a question for Robert. Robert has a question for us. Okay. Okay. So is the answer yes for him too? Okay. So the answer to your question is yes, Robert. And I'm sorry I forgot you. I didn't hear it. Thank you, Madison. I didn't. It happens sometimes. I get thrown off track trying to read the chat and everything, and then I forget what I was doing. Alrighty. Now we have Nina. Okay. Let me add. Andre wants, I'm sure, a reading too. So now we have Nina. Then we have Kelly, Jen, Roxanne, Jin, Kyle, uh, Pam, Jason, Evie, Andre, and then Jeff at the end because I told him I'd give him a reading. Okay. Is there anybody that I missed? Oh, good, Robert. If there's anybody I missed, please put it in now. And then we'll go on to Nina. Oh, yeah, the daylight saving time. Can you read mine? Oh, yeah, Erica. Of course. Just put it in the chat and hey, Redneck Connection. How'd everything go with the storm? I hope everything's okay. I hope everybody's well. Okay. Nina, what are we going to read for Nina? Nina likes animals. She does. Okay. Gonna get you the animal ones, Nina. Happy Wednesday. Yes. Tomorrow I'm hoping um Eddie and will come on with me. I have his phone number. Good thing he gave it to me. So I could text him and the links and everything, and then um oh, you want this one? And he could come up with me and we can watch the sci-fi series. Um okay. Nina, your first one is The Endless Journey. That's the bison. As long as I have dreams in my heart, my steps will never stop. Bisons are the symbol of abundance, strength, and spiritual connection. As a totem, they teach survival, generosity, and the importance of balance with nature. Matches are just sticks until they are struck. Once ignited, if held, they'll just go out. If you throw it into a pile of paper, it will start a raging fire. Don't let things get too far gone. Set boundaries, but don't get overly excited when they are broken. Stand your ground, but be calm when doing it. Dig your heels into the dirt, but remember to pull them out. Okay, and then you have, ooh, look at that. Steadfast belief, the Jaguar. Belief in myself, believe in myself, and I will find the light in every storm. Jaguars are seen as a powerful symbol of strength, courage, transformation, and have the ability to navigate between the earthly and spiritual realms. Great, you got out of your shell a bit. Keep pushing your limits. Life is made up of moments. Fill yours with good ones. Life is a box of mixed chocolates. If you buy the ones with the guide, you will always know what you're getting. If you want to be surprised, then go for the cheap box. The cheap, buy the cheap one. Your last one is Flame in My Heart, which is the turtle. The flame in my heart never dies, driving me forward. Turtles are revered as symbols of longevity, wisdom, patience, and prosperity. As a guide, they help with determination and perseverance. There are paths upon paths. They zig and they zag. They cross each other and even flow into one another. Focus on the path that you're on and keep moving forward. If you have to shift a path, then do so. You have the knowledge inside, so you already are armed with the answers. Clarity, though, is not always offered. Oh, interesting. Hi, Asia. That's okay. Not everybody loves readings. We do other stuff on other days, so you could come by. And we have tons of like historical videos because I really like doing those. If you're into that, and some music that I make. But I so appreciate you coming to visit me. Mhm. I live by the Black Hills. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, hey, Dave and Wolfie. How are you guys? Jason wants a reading. I put him on. Yeah, he's on there. Thank you, Jen. Still just lurking. Okay, darling. Hmm. All right. Now let's see what message they have for Nina. So this seems to be a little bit of a warning. So here we go, Nina. Nature is calling you out. There are storms brewing, but the wind can change at any time. Always follow your intuition, even when others are pressuring you. What makes you you, what makes you you is your own thoughts and mind. Don't let others get in your thoughts and poison them. So obviously something's coming where you're going to want to do one thing and somebody else is going to be like, no, 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 don't do this. And they're going to kind of really push you to do something else. But your guides are telling you to follow your intuition, not someone else's. So with that being said, let's see. You have a question for me, my darling? Okay. Yes. So the answer to your question, that's the answer to the question. Okay, yeah. So the answer to the question is yes. I didn't know if she was telling me yes, you have a question, or that the answer is yes. But the answer to your question is yes. And there we go. That was for Miss Nina. Yes. Oh yeah. This is my cute little book that I write in. Probably is from one of the dollar stores. But once this is finished, I get to use the books that Lori sent me a whole bunch of pads that I could write in. So it's good. I'll have new paper. You're welcome, Nina. Yes. I don't know if you're already starting to be in a situation where someone's trying to change your mind on something, or if it's coming up because they said a storm is brewing. But um so if you're in it, then you just got your answer. Maybe you asked them like, oh, should I go with this person or am I right? And that was a definite, you're right, go with you. So now we have Kelly. Let's see what's going on. Krista, did you want a reading, darling? You came in and told me about that. Um, um, you came in and told me about the spirits and everything, and I said, "Oh, yeah, when your reading comes up," but I don't know. Hey, Debbie, I don't know if you asked for a reading. Is she still here? Just find out for me about Krista. Let's go to Kelly. What should we read for Kelly, please? Okay, spirit messages. You got it. Kelly's here. Great. I'm pretty headstrong, so I'll see what comes up. Yeah. But there's always that little voice that sometimes if it's something you don't know exactly about, you're like, oh, maybe I should take this person's advice. I've done that where I'm like, I don't know too much about this. Let me ask somebody, and then they'll tell you something, but it just doesn't sit right with you. And you're like, let me get more more advice, right? Meanwhile, you know, that happens a lot. But since I said sit with your intuition, it's obviously something that's not, like I said, it's one of those things where maybe you don't know too much about, but it's still going to feel wrong. You threw out a lot of cards for Kelly. Which one? This one? Okay. And you want another one in there? No. Okay. Oh, gotcha, Krista. It's one of those days. Oh yeah, Krista. So I'll figure it out. I'll put you there on there just for like a message from them. Message about the spirit that's trying to talk to you. Okay. Very good. And this one? Okay. Let's see what we got for Kelly. Your first one is you are not moving too slow. Not. Drop the self induced pressure. You're at the sweet spot between taking care of yourself and still making advancements on your goals. On this path, there is no such thing as being behind. So smile, breathe, and carry on. Don't put too much pressure on yourself, girl. Your next one is if you pay close attention, you will notice all the doors that were once closed are now opening up, just in a different form. Things may not appear exactly as you envisioned them. And then your next one is if you're noticing changes within you, it's because you are leaving the old version of yourself behind. You are evaluating and shedding unnecessary layers. Old cycles are ending and new ones are beginning. And they're on and even newer ones are on the horizon. You deserve this new chapter. Ooh, fun. Something fun's coming, Kelly. All right, let's see what the message is from your guide. Kelly, your spirit guides always are like so precise. Okay, Kelly, there's time and there's time. For you, you have the time to overextend a thought. There's no need to make a hasty decision. On top of that, the moon is listening. You noticed the difference while staring at it the last time, whether you're watching from a window or on a screen. I'm sure you must know what that means. Hi, Amanda. How are you? So I hope that that made sense. And then, does Kelly have a yes or no for me? Please and thank you. Please and thank you. No question for me, or okay? Wait, does she have a question? Yes, but the answer is no. The answer is no to the question. Wait, we're having technical difficulties here. You have no question. I think that's what they're trying to tell me. She has no question. Okay. They don't know that you have a question, Kelly. I'm thinking you don't have one. Okay. So that's what we got there. But if you do, let me know. But I think they were telling me that you have no question. Oh, Debbie's great. Yeah. If you're not subscribed to Debbie, check her out. Um, Not yet, Jason. Thank you. I think the answer is no. Okay. I couldn't. They were all like discombobulated. I'm like, just, they were telling me no as soon as I picked it up. So I'm like, oh, does that mean there's no question, or is the answer no? We kind of confused the spirits and myself, but yeah. Anywho, that happens sometimes. We confuse ourselves. Okay, so that was Kelly. Um, so we did Robert, Laurie, Nina, Kelly, and now we have Jen. Then we'll take a quick break, a cigarette break, and a stand-up break to stretch. And then we have Roxanne, Jen, Kyle, Pam, Jason, Evie, Andre, Erica, and a message for Chris. Did I forget someone? Let me know. But I think that's what we got. So now let's do Jen. What should we read for Jen, darling? Oh, you're gonna get my cards, Jen. Let's go. Okay. Let's see what we got for Jen. Okay. Ooh, this one? Yes. This one. Okay. All right. Ah, thank you, Kelly. Thank you so much. And if you guys, I do have memberships where I try to like make a song or story for you, and I also, of course, if you have a channel, everybody's name, whether they have a channel or not, goes in the descriptions of the videos, and you get ahead of time, like first sneak peek. So yeah. So thank you to all the members. So your first one, Jen, is the coffee of foodie. The coffee. We're needing coffee today. Coffee beans come from a tree and symbolizes our connection to the earth and humanity. Coffee is often symbolic of energy and change. It carries implications of awakening and enlightenment. Stir up feelings of self discovery and transformation. Stir up your life a bit and see what happens. Ooh. And then you have the star. You're daydreaming by the starlight. That's fine, but don't miss the boat. An inspiration is on the horizon. The universe is shimmering on you. Follow the light, and your future will be bright. If the ship sails, swim after it. The stars are telling you to have faith in where you're being taken. And then your last one is a wild card of it's the Valentine's Day of Swords. Valentine's wild card of swords. Okay. Cupid is the son of Venus. Venus is the planet of love and seduction. Eros is the god of love, son of Aphrodite, goddess of love and fertility. They're giving you a history lesson. Now, what does that mean for you, Jen? Okay, it means for you, the Cupid's arrow may be a good omen until the person stabs you in the back with the arrow. This is a message to watch your back. Danger is lurking just behind. So you have a little bit of a backstabbing person you're going to have a little problema with. Um, so, okay. Let's see what the message is from your guide. 19 people here. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate you all. Okay, Jen, you're taking the changes in stride. However, someone else is not, and they're really struggling. Stop and smell the coffee. I mean, really. Something in the background is a bit off. Find it so it doesn't get out of control. So another little warning that something's going on and maybe it's not really too visible. Um, but it will just spiral if you don't catch it early. So just, they not putting out your business, so I don't know what it is, but that's what they had for you. And Jack also says you have a question, so let's get that. Let's get that. The answer to your question is yes. The answer to your question is yes. Hi, Suzanne. Kieran wants on the list? Yes. No, Robert, I know. Um, I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. No, I think. Oh, Kieran. Yeah, I got Kieran. Okay, and I think everything else we did. Oh, Debbie wants on the list. Yes. Okay, sorry. So we missed Debbie. We got Kieran, and we need Debbie. Okay. So that was Jen. Jen, I hope that made sense to you. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay. Yes. Okay. So we have Roxanne, Jen, Kyle, Pam, Jason, Evie, Andre, Erica, message for Krista, Kieran, Debbie, and I told Jeff I'd give him a reading. So at the end, I'll put Jeff. And I think, yeah. You can put my reading at the end, then I'll watch it later. Okay. Sounds good. Thank you so much. Thank you, Abby. I don't use the 8 ball as a divination tool, funny enough. I made my own pendulum with sterling silver and all the charms that my spirit guide likes for her. And yeah, so I just use my pendulum for her. I've never used the 8 ball as a divination tool, just for fun, but never for an actual divination tool. I'm sure you can if you give it intention and you ask your spirit guide, hey, can we communicate with this? I'm sure you can use almost anything if your spirit guide is able to use it. So there's that. All right. Let me have a quick smoke. And I had so much coffee, a quick run to the bathroom. And I will put something on for you guys. Really quick, a song or something. And I'll be right back.
Shadows on walls, dolls on shelves, dark creepy halls and bouncing lone balls. Dark wet packages filled with sins, those are few of the scariest things. Green colored mist and deep whispering voices, good spirits and bad spirits. Haunted hotel rooms, skeleton hands that peek out from behind tombs. These are a few of the scariest things. Ghost under white sheets with no eyelashes. Ghost hunters spin around when a mirror crashes. Doors that fling open with no strings. These are a few of the scariest things. When the lights flicker, when the rock flings, when I'm feeling despair, I try not to remember the creepy things that I don't feel so scared. Lights on EMF, voices on EVP, some haunted objects and a phantom breeze. Wooden rocking horses with rusty creaky springs. These are few of the scariest things. White floating mist, various whispering voices, evil spirits, vengeful spirits, and old abandoned houses. Paranormal investigators hear a bunch of fluttering wings. These are a few of the scariest things. Spirits hiding in mirrors with no reflection shown. Cemeteries at night with a moan and a groan. Creepy playground with swaying swings. These are a few of the scariest things. When the lights flicker, when the clock dings, when I'm feeling despaired, I try not to remember the creepy things, and then I don't feel so scared. When the lights flicker, when the clock dings, when I'm feeling despaired, I try not to remember the creepy things, and then I don't feel so scared. When the lights flicker, when the voices whisper, when I'm feeling disturbed, I try not to remember the creepy things, and then I don't feel so scared. And
Alrighty. Thanks, guys, for hanging out. Sorry. Occasionally we have to take a second. Let's get back to where we were. Um, so there we go. Um, Hi, we're back. And now we have Roxanne. Hey. Oh, what would you like? Oh, Roxanne, you're gonna have some animals. Hey, John, how are you? Thanks for hanging out. We're reading some cards. For some reason, when I hear that song, I think of you and a Ouija board. I wrote that song as like just a funny gag song for. I originally wrote it as a shout out to. I even sang it on my channel, but it did very poorly. Anyway, now that's the AI. But I wrote that song originally as a shout out to a during when we were home for the pandemic, whoever like I was watching at the time, um, you know, I would make shout outs for them, and like either I'd make a song or a story, and that was a song I made for them about like, because they had like a really funny channel where they would make like mixed media that moved, and they would like talk and say funny things. Gosh, I have to go back and see I haven't seen them in forever. A lot of people who did this during the pandemic don't anymore. They went back to real life, I guess. But anyway, here we go. So, Roxanne, your first one is the goat, and it is dare to challenge. I'm not afraid to challenge of challenges. I face them boldly, and I will overcome everything. I want to sleep after Christine. Yeah, Robert, it's gonna be late after me. Goats symbolize resilience, intelligence, and a connection to the divine or natural world. Spiritually, the goat represents strength, vitality, and fertility. There are signs everywhere. Don't trip over them and keep walking. Investigate them. You have powers not many people are blessed with. They were given to you for a reason. So relax and meditate or daydream. Get grounded and let the universe guide you. Ooh. Roxanne has been doing some spiritual stuff lately, obviously. And then you have rekindle hope. After darkness, the dawn of hope always arrives. Rabbits are associated with fertility, abundance, and new beginnings. Okay, didn't it say fertility in the other one too? Vitality and fertility. Okay, so It doesn't only always mean a child. It could mean a grandchild or a child going to come into your life, but it could also mean the fertility of the birth of something like a dream or a situation or something else, just means to be a birth of. So both the cards said it already. Okay. Rabbits are associated with fertility, abundance, and new beginnings. As a totem, they help with renewal, sensitivity, and agility. The world is a plate full of food, rich in flavors that make all our senses work. You can't eat them all, but you have the option to choose something new instead of going with the same old familiar stuff. If you don't like what you chose, don't be upset. The plate is constantly being replenished. Control your circumstances like a rabbit by grazing, digging, and scraping. Okay. And then your last one is the owl. And it is the power of heart. Only the power within my heart can help me overcome all obstacles. Owls are associated with enlightenment, inner growth, and they are linked to wisdom, intuition, and seeing beyond illusions because of their keen eyesight. They have the ability to see into the hidden truths of life. Not everything is out to get you, but keep an open mind and you will be enlightened. Staying on the path of stubbornness will launch you into darkness. It will get darker and darker until no more light can shine. So obviously there's a situation where you're being a little stubborn on, or there's about to be. And they're saying, yeah, you got to go with your intuition, but sometimes you also have to give just a little because other people, to keep the peace maybe. In your situation. So let's see what your guide has to say about that. Interesting. Here you go. You ready? Roxanne, there's no time like the present to dive in and look to get a fruitful hobby that may not only give you that happiness, but also something, more like maybe it's a hobby that will bring you some money or something. And then it says, also, sometimes you have to ignore the idiocy instead of joining in the madness. Step out of the situation and let the gerbils eat themselves. Okay. That's maybe what the other card was talking about. Instead of, like, fighting with them and being stubborn, just let them fight with each other and let them fight themselves. Probably give you more peace. Let's see. Do you have a question for me, my darling? Yes, there's a question, and is the answer yes? So the answer to your question is yes. Mhm. I think it's a reference to people. Um, I don't know if you ever had like gerbils or hamsters. If you leave them to their own device, they eat each other, right? So they're saying instead of fighting with them, just let them eat each other because they'll end up doing that. So, it made a lot of sense. Oh, I'm glad, Roxanne. The devil's hour. Yeah. Gerbicide. Yes. Let them eat each other. Yep. Okay. So now, whoops, that was Roxanne. Now we have Jen. Jen, what do you want to read for Jen? Ooh, you're going to get my card. John wants a reading? Yes. Okay. You're on the list. I have to do a reading for Diane too. I'm going to have to do one and email it to her. I know she had asked me for another one. I had gave her one out of the blue one time because they told me I had to, but she requested one, so I better give it to her. Ah, is it this one? Okay. One of these. No problem, Babia. Which one? One of these? Yeah. Okay. Very good. Interesting. Okay. Jin. So the first one you got is the follower of social. A person who believes in a particular cause, faith, or person. They hold themselves accountable to a higher power or force, defined and inspired through a personal, cultural, or social constructed spiritual paradigm, in turn that influences and motivates actions and decisions. You have been very loyal, but your support has been placed sparingly. Look to spread out more. So, just telling you that, okay, you've been following certain things, but there's something that you should be following that you're missing. And then you got the boss lady of social. The boss lady is someone who is in charge of all aspects of their life. They don't waste time playing games or indulging in drama. They always maintain a level headed demeanor, steadfast composure. They have the ability to stay balanced in all situations. They're honest, dedicated, and committed. This is a call for you to be more like a boss lady. So, something coming up in your life, you're going to need to have all these characteristics in order to go through that situation. Ah, and then you have the guacamole of foodie. Guac is a smashed up avocado. This means you're not ready to take on a new challenge or responsibility just yet. These smashed avocados can also be a sign of betrayal that is about to cause a problem in your life. And you should be aware of your surroundings more. This is telling you something isn't quite perfect and you need to work on it more of the situation before you can go any further. Hey, Michelle. So those were your cards. Let's see what your message is. Okay, so this I think is about a work or a deal, which is maybe why they gave you the boss lady. So there's always someone who wants to rain on your parade. Just ignore the idiocy and politics of the person and situation. And this is the politics of, like, I feel like it's a work or a work thing, like not to do with actual politics, but politics of a like a job or a situation. Like, there's always when I would work, there was the politics, oh you have to do this or that. So it's the politics of like a work situation. Just do your job and be the bigger person, and you will come out unscathed. You are also going to step into a new and better deal than you have now. So you'll have a better opportunity coming up soon. So that's good. And then, um, yes, there's a question. The answer, yes? Okay. And the answer to your question is yes. And that was for Jen. Yes, Debbie, no problem. So I hope that made sense to Jen. And okay, so we have Kyle, Pam, Jason, Evie, Andre, Erica, Kieran, Debbie, John. And a message for Krista and something for Jeff. But Evie said to put her at the end, so we'll have Kyle, Pam, Jason, Andre, Erica, um, Kieran, Debbie, John, Krista, Evie. Makes sense. Thank you. You're welcome. All right. Thank you to your spirit guide. And now I said we have Kyle. Is Kyle still here? Roxanne, much love to you, and you have a good night, sweetheart. Thanks for hanging out. We'll look for Kyle and Pam. Kyle and Pam still here? I know. I think Pam's here. Um, Thank you, Andre. But I just want to see. We're looking for Kyle and Pam. Kyle, Pam, and then Jason. I'll read the people who are not here at the end. I don't have any problem, but I just want to. I want to read the people who are here and wake, basically, and then everybody else will do at the end. So, do we have Kyle, Pam, or Jason? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Kieran's here. Great. So I'm going to wait to see any of them. Kyle, Pam, and Jason, if anybody sees them. Next then is Andre. We know Andre's here. And then we'll have to go back if anybody else shows up. Because I'll try to do who's here first. And anybody who stepped away, we'll call them again. All right. Yeah. So I was looking for Pam, Kyle, or Jason. Right now we're going to do Andre while we're waiting for one of them three to come up. And you know. Oh, there's Jason. Okay. So Jason, you're next. Okay. Jason's next. So let's look for an N looking thing. An N. Okay. This one? Okay. Here we go for Andre. So your extra one is Scorpio. Don't be afraid to use your stinger as well as your smile. Brave, resourceful, and wise. And then you got the number 7 in numerology. And the number 7 is I partner, awareness of others. 7 is governed by the moon and is home to the spiritual energies. 7 is a symbol of perfection and completeness, associated with carefree living and obstacle-free lives. This house is suitable for spiritual people who seek solitude and life's meaning. This is a relaxing and serene place for those who want to break free from their lives. Ideal for all the free-spirited and ambitious people. Nice. And then you have, okay, the Capricorn. And when you think of the Capricorn, you have to think of the devil in the tarot cards, which means like let go of the things that are toxic to you, and the Queen of Pentacles. So the Capricorn is the 10th sign and mountain goat of the zodiac. It's all about hard work. Most Capricorns are dynamic individuals who express a unique balance of confidence and humanity. The last earth sign of the zodiac, their unique spirits are powerful, but indeed they are also mischievous troublemakers. They age backwards and are more youthful, optimistic, and playful as they mature. And then as the planet, you have the North Node. Jumping into your North Node is like finding your destiny. It's when you think of it, you think of joining. It illuminates the terrain that's calling your name, but climbing to the peak of this mountain is like a trek up Mount Everest. You'll have to enlist some help and lighten your baggage to get up the hill. It's a learning curve. The North Node requires you to stretch out of your comfort zone. Once you do this, you'll be amazed at how fulfilled you'll feel. It's like an activation of your life's mission. Ooh. So you're going to have some kind of maybe new new things coming up for you. So let's see what your message is. Mm-hmm. Okay, Andre, those trolls are not friends, they're vermins and should be treated as such. Break away from the toxic people and situations that they have put you in or that are around you. You will find your energy stays positive as the negative leaves with them. So, someone in your orbit is really putting out some negative energy, and that's what they were talking about with the devil. Like maybe you're drawn to that person, but it's time to let that person go because they are not good for you. So, that is that. And you, I believe, have a yes or no question for me. Um, so the answer to your question, Andre, is yes. The answer to your question is yes. And that was for Andre. And I hope that made sense to you, darling. Yes. And the answer to that question is yes. Yeah, sure. Hey, Pennywise, how are you, darling? I hope you're doing well. Okay, thanks for joining us. We're just reading some cards. Next on our list is Jason. Jason's here, so let's do Jason. Babia, you want on the list? We're going through. I don't know. They didn't tell me you want it on the list, but if you do, I will put you on there. It's not a problem. Um, Jason, what cards are we reading for Jason, please? Ooh, some animals for you, Jason. So let's see what we got for Jason. Ooh. Okay. Here we go, Jason. Sure, Pennywise. Okay, so Jason, the first one you got is the doggy, and it's never surrender. No matter how many times I fall, I will rise again. So dogs are known for their loyalty, companionship, and unwavering positivity. Their presence can bring joy and comfort, fostering a more positive emotional state. Sometimes, even at the bleakest of moments, good things rear their heads. Stay positive, and positivity will be drawn to you. It rains, but most time it pours, but that's okay. It's fast, furious, and then it passes, and the sun is out before you know it. Good night, Andre. The next one you got is the swan, and it's breaking boundaries. Look how pretty that card is. Breaking boundaries. Keep breaking through boundaries and moving forward continuously. The swan symbolizes purity, grace, spiritual awakenings, self awareness, and loyalty. As a spirit animal, they help with the spiritual connection, inner strength, and the ability to see beyond the surface. Nature is calling you to sit and admire it. The air is crisp and the sun is bright. You're not alone in your fight. There is a path you are meant to stumble across. It might lead you in circles at first, but then it will set you straight. So even though it seems like you're going around in circles for a situation, it will eventually go the way it's supposed to. And your last one is the dream journey. Oh, that's pretty. Dreams are the compass of my journey, guiding me towards the future. Lions are known as the king of the jungle. They represent strength, courage, and the ability to overcome challenges and find the good in life. Life is full of lemons, but thrown in with the lemons are apples and grapes. Find the grapes, be the grapes. On your path, there may be bumps that feel like mountains that you must climb, but who says you can't shimmy around those mountains? Nice cards. All right, Jason, let's see what your message is going to be. Hey, Daryl, how are you, darling? Yeah, it's true. Um, Pennywise, Debbie has a great channel if you're into like paranormal and stuff. She just put a really good video out. Okay, Jason. There's times when it seems time and even things are moving slower than they really should, right? No big deal. Take advantage of this time to do something new, even if it's just trying a new flavor of ice cream. You'll be amazed of how just taking your mind off of one thing and putting it on to another that makes you happy makes time move so much faster. There you go. Now, do you have a question for me, Jason? No question? No. Okay. No question, right? Okay. All right. You didn't have a question today, so that's what we got for you, Jason, and I hope that made sense. Oh, thank you, Debbie. Um, so that was Jason. Did we see Kyle or Pam come back? Kyle or Pam? Next is Erica. Do we still got Erica? Petrazi, I should say. Sure, Daryl, no problem. That's all right, Krista. We'll okay, Petrazi's here. Petrazi's there. No Kyle, no Pam. Okay. So let's just circle them. So next is we did Jason. So then we have Petrazi, Krista, Kieran, Debbie, John, Fabia, Pennywise. Okay. So Petrazi's next. What are we reading for Erica? Spirit messages for Petrazi. Sorry. Erica is Petrazi, guys, just so you guys. Okay. Okay. Let's see. You're going to get some spirit messages. I don't know. I got lost in that. Okay. This one. Oh, I didn't realize I was so close. Yes. You're next. So then you could go to sleep. This one. Okay. Oh, this one. Okay. All right. Those are the ones you want? Okay. So here we go for Erica. You're welcome, Jason. Okay. You're so much closer to a powerful breakthrough than you may even realize. You have been praying for things to heal, new opportunities to appear, relationships to improve, and these prayers will soon be answered. There's Pam. Okay, Pam, you're next after Krista. I'm going to do Krista really quick, just wants a little message, and then we're doing Pam. I didn't know I was looking for you, Pam. If you are noticing changes within you, it's because you are leaving your old version of yourself behind. and you are elevating and shedding unnecessary layers. Old cycles are ending and new beginnings are on the horizon. You deserve this new chapter. Oh, that's nice. And then your last one, Chazi, is if your mindset is fixed, try to free yourself from that. Rise above it. Don't place limitations on what you think you can achieve. Don't stand in your own way. Allow yourself to flourish in all ways. Welcome abundance in all forms into your life. Okay, so let's see what that means. Let's see what Erica's spirit guide has to say. Okay. Patrazi, you're on the brink of a new and interesting journey of discovery and purpose. Don't think that you can't do that. You can. Don't think you can't do anything. Make provisions so that you can at least try everything. Okay? Even do two things at a time to see which one you like better. But your spirit guide made this very clear. But do not try bungee jumping. Why they added that in, I don't know, but they don't want you to do that. So if you were thinking, I'm going to go bungee jump, don't. I don't know why they mentioned it, but it was mentioned, so I'm telling you. All right. Now, let's see if does she have a question? Okay. And the answer is yes too. Okay, and the answer to your question was yes. The answer to your question, Patrazi, was yes. And we're just going to give a message to Krista about what's going on with the spirit, and then Pam. Okay, let me write it down. That's what I got next going on. And yes. Oh, sweetie, thank you so much. I wanna. I can't see the chat when somebody puts. I can't even see who put the who put it. I think it was Patrazi, but let's look for the live stream so I could gosh darn find it. Oh, thank you, Patrazi. I hope that made sense to you, my darling. And thank you to Patrazi for being a member. I believe Erica is a member. Yes, I see her little member thing. Yay! Thank you so much. I'm glad that made sense to you. And were you thinking of going bungee jumping? Just curious why your guide was so purposeful to put that in. I don't know. Sometimes I just laugh at them. Maybe they're just like projecting that, like, I don't like that, so shit, what we're doing. I don't know. All right, let's talk to Krista's guide and find out what's going on at Krista's house. And I did, but I'm scared of heights. Oh, you're scared of heights, so no way. Oh, that's good. You know how I got over my fear of heights, though? Funny enough, I hated heights, enclosed places. I had a lot of things going on. But I visited a lighthouse and I climbed to the top of that lighthouse and I looked over the lighthouse. And I'm not afraid to go up as long as there's like, barriers, of course. Um, but I still don't like enclosed places. But if you want to kind of like be able to like do stuff like that, like, take a trip to a lighthouse. Don't bungee jump. Okay? No bungee jump. Let's find out about Krista now. My darlings, what's going on at Krista's house? Do you know? Okay, so here we go with this. Krista. There's a lady, it's not the landlord lady who's in the bush, but this is a Victorian lady named Alana who's been looking for her son. So they lived in the area, but then I guess she got dementia and confused herself. Even, so before she passed, she's just been looking for her son. I'm assuming since it's from Victorian times, her son is deceased, probably crossed over. Maybe what I could do is send one of my guides there to see if they can convince Lana to come here and cross over to find her son. And we can see if we could help her. But that's basically her problem. She's going around everywhere. So even if the neighbors tell you they've had some activity, that was probably Lana. She confused herself and then she kind of got like, oh, wait, this is the area I live in, so I'm going to just look for him here. I don't even know if she's realizing they're really gone. Um, so yeah, that's what's going on with all of a sudden, because she's been going around the neighborhood, looking for her son. So that's why she's been coming around, I guess, to everybody in your neighborhood for the last like little bit. Um, that's what's going on there. So, welcome back, Babia. So, hey, Regina. Oh, Debbie, I'll put your yeah, I'll put yours at the end if you want to come back and look at it. Yeah, we'll just push everybody to the end there. So I just wanted to know if that made sure that made sense, Krista. Thanks, Debbie, for coming by, and anybody who hasn't checked out Debbie's channel, check it out. She does that, like she puts this clips together of paranormal activity that she thinks is super interesting, and it's actually, if you watch that kind of stuff, I have never seen any of her footage everywhere. She does a lot of work to get thing new stuff that you really don't see, that people are not displaying. I'm waiting for her to play one of my clips in her video. Um, anyway, there we go. That's it. So check her out. Didn't know. Okay, thank you. Didn't know if I was going crazy. No, that lady's going crazy looking for her son. So that's what happened, Krista. We'll see if we could get her sorted. We'll see if someone can have her come here and cross over, or bring her to the Grove or something like that, where she can go through and find her son wherever she's comfortable. Um, we'll try to see if we could do that for her. Yeah. So it's not the lady. It wasn't the lady in the bush, and it wasn't the. It just so happened she came after the reading because she found the area where she thinks she has to be to look for her son. So, all right, Pam, you're next. I heard that you want me to look at it. Funny enough, I had a really interesting voice phenomenon, and uh, behind the screen at the museum. I played that like 2 Saturdays ago. Super interesting clip. I also have a greatest hits one if you look, and then you can see all the clips and pick whichever one you want. But anyway, I don't have super like people throwing things, but I catch a lot of apparitions and you know, uh, voice phenomenon that's crazy. Let's go to Pam. Well, what should we read for Pam? Does anybody have any? So we have Pam, then we have Kieran next. Sorry, Kieran, I know it's a crazy time for you, but coming up next, my darling. Suzanne, thanks for hanging out. Yeah, thank you, Krista. I hope so too. Um, yeah, Regina, you wanted a reading? We'll put you on the list. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, Pam, you're getting some spirit messages. Let's see what we got for you, Pam. I do have an 1800s cemetery on my street a few blocks out. Oh, so that's what happened. Maybe she kept going to the cemetery. She was confused and then finally found the area where she lived. And even though it changed a bit, she's determined. She's determined. Poor Lana. Poor Lana. We'll see if we can help her and get her to her son. You know, maybe they could call her son. I'm gonna see what I can do for her after the stream. If we can find her son, then um we can get her going. Pam has gone to bed. She just said she was here, didn't she? That's okay. Don't need a reading. I'm going to bed. Okay, Pam. All right. Well, I was shuffling for her. Everybody's going to sleep. I gotta try. Maybe I'm gonna try to go a little earlier. If I could get myself together a little earlier on Wednesdays, because we don't have any live streams going on. So I'm forced to walk by it when food shopping. Okay, so maybe she came with you. Okay, Kieran, you're next. So we got Kieran, then John, um, Babia, Pennywise, Regina. Am I missing anybody? Okay, let's go to Kieran. That's who's here that I know of, and then we can do some readings for the end where the people who wanted to hear theirs at the end. Okay, so I want to know from my spirit guide regarding my current situation going on in my house related to my uncle and my aunt. Please and thank you. Krista, good night, honey. Okay, so what cards do you want to read? Oh, okay. Spirit messages for Kieran. Kieran. Oh, Lord. Okay, you want those three? Oh, they just pulled out three like in the middle. That's hers. So the first one you got is it is time to hit the reset button, clear out the old so that room is available for the new to enter. Trust that better things are coming fast. Prepare to move to the next phase of your life. This is your rebirth. Welcome this beautiful brand new energy. You've got this. Oh, that's a gorgeous card, Kieran. Then the next one you got is take some time to rest and rejuvenate. You need to pace yourself for the challenges and new things that are coming your way. They are all positive, bigger and better things that are coming, but you just need to relax and trust. Okay, nicey nice. The next one is what areas of your life are you avoiding? And are they causing you to be upset, worry, or disrupting your sleep? If so, these are the areas you need to focus on. As much as you don't want to, it is necessary to tackle the demons head on. Don't allow them to rule you for a second longer. Oh, okay. Those are all nice cards. So let's see what the message is about your aunt, your uncle. Okay, I'm ready for you. Okay, so they want me to read you this part first, and then we're gonna. They have a second message, I guess. So I guess this is regarding the house. The energy in the environment has become stale and uninviting. You need to cleanse the space you reside in. After cleansing and as you're cleansing, play the music of the mantra. You know, the one that's popular in your culture. Okay, so they put that, and then they have another message for you. Okay, and regarding family. Okay, so the family is being guided by a light that's not their own. It's not bad, it's just not theirs. But they need to work out their own spirit fire for their own souls, for themselves. Like, whatever the family, they didn't necessarily say aunt and uncle, they said family. Whatever their, but I'm assuming they're part of that group. So maybe, and this doesn't always have to be, this could be because they said it's not bad, but they're following something that's not their own. So this could be bad advice that's leading them down this path of um whatever's going on. I'm not sure. Good night, Robert. That's what the guide said. You do have some questions though. I guess like maybe you have a yes or no question. I'm sure. Okay. So the answer, okay, so you were thinking question. The answer is yes. Did she only have one? Okay, and you only had one question. Fabulous. I hope that helped, Kieran. Thank you so much. I'll be looking for a few seconds. No problem, baby. Thank you guys for hanging out. So I just wanted to make sure if that made sense to Kieran. Thank you, but I don't understand the second part. Okay, so the second part I think has to do with your aunt and uncle. So when they said the family, so them two would be family, your family and their family to each other. So is being guided by a light that's not their own. Are they living? Because it didn't give me that thing. It said they're being guided by a light that's not their own, but they need to work out their own spirit fire for their souls themselves, right? But but it just mm, when saying guided by a light that's not their own for the living, that usually means that they're following advice or either they're following advice or they taking a path that they shouldn't. And so it usually means they're taking advice from someone who's steering them in the wrong direction. Um, it could be with a business deal, even something that they're misguided about, which is pushing them um, to change or be different. Because, of course, when you're doing something that's not the way you're supposed to be doing you're not on your path because you got off it because you're following somebody else's ideas, and you're not being true to yourself. It's another thing that the energy is off, which may be why they told you to clean your environment as well. Um, because whatever's going on with them is bleeding. Their energy is clinging to you because, of course, you love them, your family. I'm assuming that's what they're talking about. That's how it kind of played in my head. But hi, Kathy, love. How are you? So I hope that made a little more sense. Now we have, and we'll try to get through it because we got a bit today. Debbie said she was going to sleep. So then we have John. Then we have Babia, Pennywise, and Regina. You're welcome, honey. Anytime, Kieran. And I hope you're doing well besides that. So, John's next, right? All right. What should we read for John? But before we do our last four, um, I have to take a quick break and stretch because I've been sitting in my neck and everything. So give me 1 second. We'll take a quick break, then we'll get to our last four people that are here. And just so we'll call them again so everybody knows. We have John, Babia, Pennywise, Regina. If there's anybody I forgot who's still here and still wants a reading, I have to do Evie because I told her I'd do her at the end since she had to go to the store. So we'll be back in 2 shakes of a lamb tail. You answered your question, Babia. Wait, I didn't even get to you. Okay. Well, I hope you're well, my darling. Take it easy. You too, Babia. Thank you so much for hanging out. You're always so welcome. We love to have you here. And Suzanne was here at some point. If you wanted a reading, Suzanne, let me know. Let me just take a quick step away. You want music? Let's put on some music. I don't know what kind of music we got here, but we got something going on.
Step inside the velvet room, the candles flicker low. Cards are shuffling in her hands, the secrets start to glow. A pendulum is swinging wide, the answers start to become clear. Spirit's got a tale for you, lean closer, lend your ear. Miss Chris the mystic, reading through the veil. A twinkle in her eye and a tied up ponytail. Tarot on the table, pendulum in tune. She waves her hand like a wand and the spirits send thoughts right through. Whispers from the beyond. Crystal ball is humming soft like thunder in a dream. She laughs and winks. The future's not as uncharted as it seems. Candles flicker, the incense curls, and the guides begin to sing. Choose your path, will guide the way. You never know what fate will bring. Miss Chris the mystic, dancing with the fates, opens up the doorway through the golden gates. Pendulum is swaying, secrets start to bloom. She'll hand you starlight riddles wrapped in mystery without gloom. Cards flip fast, a tower falls, but wait, the wheel still turns. The devil burns and a fool learns. The pendulum keeps swinging, her ears rigging. Oh, the message it is bringing. Miss Chris the mystic, keeper of the keys. She'll tell you what the spirits say while sipping on her coffee. If you feel a tingle, if you hear the trees dance, if you feel a breeze, it's just your guide through Miss Chris, dropping clues in perfect time to put you at ease.
All right, my lovies. I stretched. I used the ladies real quick. Need that ladies room. Where's my off button? Here we go. Okay. Um, and I thought I got my drink. Didn't I bring the drink out here, guys? I lost my mind. 1 second. I actually think I drank the one of the drinks and then I threw it out the last time I had a break. Maybe. I could have it. I don't know. How crazy. I don't remember even drinking. Anyway, put it here where it doesn't fall over. And there we go. There we go. Hey, Kim. No notifications. What's YouTube doing? Okay, John, you're next. Where's John? Has anybody seen John? Calling John. There's John. Okay. Just wanted to make sure, John. Because I said I haven't seen him type for a second. So I better make sure. Okay, John. Let's see what they want to read for you. Ooh, you're going to get my cards too. Let's see. Yeah. YouTube not showing all the notifications, maybe, because I don't know all messages. Maybe it's being stupid. Okay. Let's see what we got. I had to eat. Oh, that's good. I'm going to eat something too after this. I mean, I have a big lunch usually, and then I'm not like hungry. Then I'll just eat like a little snack. Like sometimes I have like which one did you want? I'll have like grapes and a little cheese. But I literally the other day forgot to eat, and I was on the. You guys know Mary, my friend Mary, who used to always be here. Still prayers for Mary because she's going through a hard time in um with these surgeries and stuff that she has to have and being in the hospital. Um, but I was texting her because we were talking about, what's going on with her, and the her spirit guide told her, "You let her go because she has to eat." So she texted me, her spirit guide. She said, "Jacoby said you have to eat. What the hell is going on? You haven't eaten." It was like 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. I've forgotten the whole day. I didn't not a stitch of thing. That my stomach started to growl as soon as her message popped up that said that Jacoby said you have to eat. I was like, okay, I'm gonna put something in now, but you could still text me because I still gotta wait for it to be ready. But yeah, totally forgot to eat. The friggin' spirit guides had to say something. Like, what the hell are you doing? why are you not eating? It happens. And then you need energy, right? And so you have to eat and take care of yourself. All right. John, she is not well recovered yet. Prayers for her. She needs one more surgery. It's coming up in I think it's May 17th. Um, so yeah. Um, so the first one you got is the beer of stress, John. The beer of stress. This comes to you as a sign of celebration and fun. Beer denotes the presence of a well of water, therefore representing the depths of life and of truth in our consciousness, which will spring up when it makes proper contact. Basically, life's secrets are hidden in a beer. I think they were being funny, but Ooh, then you got the world. The world. A new fun adventure is waiting for you and is about to start. You're heading to the train station. Don't let the train leave. Concentrate on the future. A new wind is blowing in. You need to follow it. Don't be afraid of change. The best shit happens when you're least expecting it. You're heading in the right direction. So that's two that's denoting something fun coming up for you. Then, so you got the world, which was a major card, and then you got number seven, a major card too. For me, it's the surfer. The surfer, we're on a ghost hunt. Don't be such a scaredy cat. Don't be afraid. We have each other. If a ghost scares you, scare it back. The boos are inside of you. Focus and just pay attention. The surfer is telling you that limited thinking won't get you anywhere. Combine your mind, heart, and spirit, and you will be an unstoppable force. Oh, what good cards! Also in that card, number seven, it says, "Don't like we're on a ghost hunt, so we're together." Also means that you have someone that has your back with that situation. Um, yeah. So let's see. Oh, thank you. Sometimes I don't eat all day for days. Oh, don't forget for 2 days, girl. Your stomach isn't annoyed at you? Shoot. I can go one day, but by like 10 o'clock, not only are the spirits pissed, because then when I eat, I give them a little offering while they're so they can eat with me, right? So if I don't eat, they don't eat, and then that's like, hello, where the hell is our food? No, they're not going for none of that. So I usually don't go more than a full day, but then by like 10 o'clock, we eat at least fruit or something if I forget. No, don't forget, Regina. All right, let's see what the message is for John from his spirit guide. Okay, so there's a great experience that is going to be presenting itself to you, John. It's going to be new and exciting. However, don't be a wet blanket all the time. I know money's tight, but an experience is sometimes really, really worth it. So basically, even though maybe you think, I don't want to spend the money on that or whatever, sometimes it's worth it because the experience and the moment is worth it. So when they tell you not to be a wet blanket, they're trying to telling you like don't be so stuck on these like money or whatever. Sometimes you have to do just something for you. So do it. Now let's see if they have a question. If you have a question and they have an answer. You have a question? Okay. No, he has I know. Okay, the answer is okay. And yes to the question you had, John. Yes to the question. That's a big old yes. And let's see what we got. Yeah. Oh, because of your foot. I'm sorry. I hope you're. I thought you were getting better, Regina. You're welcome, John. I hope that made sense to you. Guess what? What? Tell me. But I thought you were feeling a little better. I thought you sent me a message. By the way, I'm seeing your messages. Messenger is not going to let me type anything for another 4 days because supposedly, I don't know, I sent something that either somebody didn't like or the AI didn't like it. I don't freaking know. So be 4 more days until I can text anybody, but I saw your message. So there you go. Wow, 56 pounds. Good for you, Regina. That will really help with your foot and stuff, you know. All right, that was John. Then we have Babia. Did Babia come back? I know she said she had to step out for a second, but I think she came back. I'm just gonna call her name. Oh, there she is. Yes, get well soon. Yeah, she's back. All right, Babia. Yeah, she's here. All righty. What do you want to read for Babia? Animals. Animals for you, Babia. Let's see what we got. Hmm. And Mr. Pennywise, I know he asked for reading. I haven't seen him typing, but it's not unusual here in the chat for people to just um hang out until it's their turn. So which one? Oh, okay. Oh, we got some nice cards, Babia. So the first one is Rise Again, the hummingbird. Every fall is for a higher flight. Hummingbird symbolizes staying grounded and being in the present rather than dwelling on the past or worrying about the future constantly. Many nights and days pass by with us remembering some so vividly, while others are just a distant memory. Make every day count, for you don't know what will be tomorrow. So do your best today. What you desire will come in time. If you sit worrying, our perception of time is affected, and then it feels like the wait is so much longer than it really is. Then your next one, look at the little bat. Oh, look how cute he is. Okay, endless horizons. Facing the endless horizon. I'm not afraid of difficulties and move forward continuously and courageously. Bats are associated with death and rebirth, transformation, intuition, and the unknown. They are also seen as messengers from the spirit world and guides in darkness. Take a walk on the wild side. You may be opened to everyone and everything around you, causing you to lose yourself in the crowd. Step forward and find your own light. Replenish your intuition by taking a walk in nature or using a meditative state like daydreaming or practice mindfulness. So that's the bat. Oh, And then you have the grasshopper, infinite possibilities. Dare to dream. Life is filled with infinite possibilities. Grasshoppers represent feelings of insignificance and offers often reflects on a lack of confidence. As a spirit guide, they help with patience, mindfulness, and the ability to remain still and observe before taking action too quickly. It never hurts to ask, but if you never ask, you will always wonder. Things come and go, people come and go. The only constant is always ourselves in our lives. So believe in yourself, trust your intuitions and your instincts. Look after yourself. You are the most important person in your life. Ooh, that one's nice too. Let's see what your guide has for you, Babia. Babia, here you go. Stay strong. Be confident in your skin. It's always nice to wish our lives or paths were different. The little girls always dreams of princesses, right? And their princes. But this time around, you are who you are for a purpose. So take that shit and run with it. Make it awesome and stay positive, and the light will follow you. Who knows what the previous life was? It already did its job. And who knows what the next life will bring? But here you are fabulous. Wow. Do you have a question, Babia? That's a nice one. They're just giving you the confidence. Maybe you're feeling like, oh, God, this life. Although a lot of people are feeling that way with everything going on. This freaking life. Where am I? What timeline am I on? But they're telling you just make the best of this one. And Good stuff is coming. Okay, you have a question. The answer to your question is yes. Right? Yes. Okay, the answer to your question is yes. You're not going anywhere soon. Yeah. Did they run away after the reading? They're here somewhere. No, they were just giving a reference to like, girls dream of being princesses. They were just giving a reference to like you can wish to be, you can daydream about being whatever you want to be. But but you are what you are in this life. I think that was just a reference from your guide so you can, like a fairy tale reference. I don't know. You could dream that you're in a fairy tale, but your life is way better than a fairy tale, so just live it kind of thing. I don't know. Don't worry about shit because it's gonna get better. That's what it was. So I didn't see Pennywise, so I think Regina's next. Because I know several princesses. Oh, well, good for you. But I really think it was just a reference to like, people always wish for things to be different. Like I wished always I wished I had a nice voice because I would have loved to be a singer, but I don't. So right. So I just gotta take what life gave me and make the best of it. So is what it is. Now, yeah, because I didn't see Pennywise, so let's do Regina, and then I can do Evie because I told her I put hers at the end, and I'll timestamp it. So, Kim, did you want a reading while you were here? Okay, Regina. What are we reading for Regina, darling? Lalu, what are we reading? How are you, Lalu, by the way? I haven't seen you in a while. There you go, Kim. Okay. Spirit messages for you, my darling. Spirit messages. This one. Okay. Okay. And you want this one too? Okay. Here we go. They found you some good ones. Let's see what they got for you. So the first one you got is learn to ride the waves of life. When faced with difficult times, you can either fight against the current or go with it. So ask yourself, what is to be gained by depleting your energy and fighting against it? Don't do that to yourself. And then don't allow anybody to abuse your power or take it from you. Remember, you will always be treated how you allow others to treat you. Show them that you value yourself far too much to settle for anything less than you deserve. Oh, another nice one. Well, hello. I put away the one that put away the one that I didn't read. If it was meant to be, it will be. You won't have to force anything or convince or worry over it. Let it flow, let it be, and it will come to you. You are attracting everything you need. Just trust the timing of your life. Oh, nice. All right, Regina, let's see. Yeah, they were all good. Now, let's see what your message is from Lalu. Okay, Regina Lalu says there's always hard times, and then there's also always good times. Why? Because unfortunately, you need both, like light and dark. Some flowers only bloom at night. You are a fighter, and as long as you keep pushing forward, you will never fall backwards. That's a good one. Do you have a question for me, Regina? A yes or no? Let's see. Okay, and the answer to your question is yes. The answer to your question is yes. So that was for you from Lalu. Yeah, he's yeah, I'm sure he is. I'm sure he already came, drank the coffee, had some orange, and now is ready for us. And then we have Evie. Okay, that was Regina. Yeah, all the messages were good. You're welcome, Regina. Okay, let's do Kim. Then we have Evie. Um, I have to do a reading for Jeff. Maybe I'll do a video for Jeff, our friend Diane. I have a few people. I have a few people I have to do readings for. Um, Kim. What are we reading for Kim? Let's give the animals a whirl for you, Kim. Let's see what we got. Which one? Okay. Oh, you have to get the most interesting one. We haven't read, I don't think, any of these. So the first one you have is the power of dreams. So that's the cockatoo. Dreams give me the strength to reach for a broader sky. Cockatoos represent happiness, success, and fulfillment. As a spirit guide, they foster resilience, wisdom, and freedom. A spark starts a fire. A whip gets the horse moving. Gas gets your car in gear. What's your ignition? Find it, and you'll have found the key to freedom. Ask, and you shall receive. Cleanse, and you shall be refreshed. Listen to your intuition, and you'll have infinite wisdom. Cockatoos can be trained to do tricks. You can train yourself to listen to yourself more. Listen to your needs and wants. The next one you got is the zebra, which is steps. Too many S's. Every step is firm and steady, guiding me towards the future. Zebras represent themes of freedom, individuality, and trickery. As a guide, they help with balance, agility, and disconcernment. Love, light, and laughter should be the constant. Relinquish fear, hate, and self-doubt. You are looked after and love. Take up a hobby like grazing in the grass and picking leaves off trees. Just find something you love and do it. Groom yourself at the spa or travel like a zebra. And then you have the snake, which is burning dreams. My dreams burn brightly, lighting the path I walk. The snake holds complex and multifaceted spiritual symbolism, themes of transformation, rebirth, and renewal. Due to their ability to shed their skin, as a spirit guide, they teach wisdom, spiritual growth, and navigating life's challenges. Play nice and get a prize. That's how it goes. We need to be competitive to grow, but we can never be rude about it. Okay, so let's see what message they have for you. Go ahead, my darling. This is an interesting one, Kim. There's a snake in the grass who will goat you on. I know what's with all the animals. Don't fall for the two-headed monster's charms. Be on guard. sometimes your guides have to let you learn a lesson. So we can't always provide the answers, only subtle hints. So listen closely. So obviously, either a living person or I feel like it might be a spirit who is going to come and say they need help and but this person is not who they seem. So, but because you have to learn that lesson of knowing what's, right or what's good and bad or whatever, the guides might not exactly tell you. So really pay attention, listen to your gut about um, new people who are going to come into your life or new spirits, um, because they might not exactly tell you because maybe that's a lesson you have to learn. But I can tell you, so I'm telling you to, just no, he told you that. Well, he told you what I read you, and I went into it a little more. You have a question, though, I'm believing. So the answer to your okay, so the answer to your question is yes. And that is for Miss Kim. Thank you, darling. Good night, Kathy. Oh, Kathy, I'm sorry. And I didn't even put you down. I think I asked you, but yeah, in the beginning, somebody makes a list for me so I can catch everything. So actually, I have your messenger. In 4 days, I'll be able to message again and I can give you a reading too because I have a few I got to do. Kathy. So I have Kathy, Diane, Jeff. I'm making a list. I'm checking it twice. Oh, but B, it's true that, some of them do mean protection. This one just happened not to mean that. Yeah, some things are more black and white. Um, but I find that the spirit guides tell you in a way that you would understand. So they use stuff like old sayings or things that make you understand what they're trying to say. Like goats are not known as bad, but they kind of said they'll goat you, and that's like an old saying, like they're going to like poke at you and test your limits, which, people haven't said that saying in a long time. But obviously they told you either so you can look up what that meant or so you can learn what that means. I don't know. They have a weird way of saying things. You're welcome, Kim. Okay, now just Evie. Um, can we read something for Evie? Spirit messages? Yes, we can. Um, because I told Evie I put hers at the end. Um, yeah. Okay. It's true, baby. I know. The ad popped up when you started. Oh, they're not doing their job with notifications, but they haven't missed an ad yet. Something else. Okay. So let's see what we're doing for Evie. To goat you makes sense. Goats can test your patience and you can have turn your back toward. Oh, hi, Danny love. Did you just wake up for your nap, honey? All righty. Evie. This is for Evie, even though she's not here. Can we timestamp it? Where am I at here? I'm at 304. 304:50. Okay. So your first card, Evie, is you wouldn't plant a seed and then dig it up every few minutes to see if it has grown. So don't question yourself. Work hard and oh, don't question yourself. Your hard work and decisions. Have patience, stop overthinking, and keep watering your seed. It will pop up eventually. Okay, and then the next one is if you think you're alone, you are not. We are beside you in all challenges that you face. Trust the outside sources will always be working with you to ensure the best outcome of every situation. We have your best interest at heart and we love you. Oh, that's so sweet from your guides. Hello. And your last card, Evie, is no matter how much you are being tested or pushed right now, stand your ground and push back. Believe in your own integrity and self-worth so much that no one can get in your way. Have the confidence to move forward in anything you do. You can and will do all of it. Okay, now let's see what the message is from the guides. Okay. Woohoo! Evie, you have been calmer and lighter recently. You're in a good phase of your life. Yet, a hard spell is bound to bombard you in the wind. It's going to blow by. That's how the universe works, though. Take the good with the bad, tasteless sprinkles on top. They give you a winky face and a heart after that. Obviously, you don't like sprinkles on your pastries. I, that is your You're reading? I don't know if you had a question. Let's find out just to make sure. She had a question? Okay. The answer is yes. Okay. And to your yes or no question, the answer is yes. Ooh, I got a burning headache. Uh, all of a sudden. Um, that's because I think there's a message for somebody else. Give me a second. Oh, you did your training. Oh, that's good. I like sprinkles. I need to do some moving too. I'll keep the stream running. Oh, thanks a lot, baby. Thank you so much for hanging out. Um, you know, it depends what kind of sprinkles, because some of them really are like, especially those little circle ones that are just hard and have like not even sugar. It just depends. Some sprinkles are good and some suck. Um, Now, did somebody have something for somebody else that they wanted to say? Since you, oh, I'm just gonna go back and say, is Kyle? Did Kyle come back? Because I think Kyle was the only one that disappeared. Um, that we haven't read for. Because Pam showed up. Debbie went to sleep. We did everybody else. Wow, amazing. 18, 18 people. Oh, that's pretty good. 18 people in 3 hours and 11 minutes. All right, I'm gonna have a cigarette. And then I don't know. I got a headache thinking somebody wanted to tell me something, but they stopped for I don't know. Maybe it will come up in a second. No, Crystal went to sleep. Oh, you okay. It's something about the lady who was at Krista's, remember? Okay. Okay. She here? Danny, I'm gonna have somebody for the grove for you. I think that's where she wants to go. I think poor Lorna. It's Lorna, right? Yeah, Lorna. Okay, she want to go to the grove? Oh, yeah, we'll get her through for her son. Gonna find her. Okay, fabulous. Oh, is somebody gonna take her? All right, Bella. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I just want to make sure we get that done. I didn't know what the heck. I was like, no, Crystal left. But they just wanted to help Lorna, and she's gonna go to the grove, and maybe they're gonna help her find her son that she's looking for. So that's good. The grove is open. Is it open for business? I just got your notification, Danny. Danny's notification comes up. Obviously, everybody was telling me mine didn't. I don't know why. And I always put it a half hour before. Like I try to set it up a half hour before, at least a few minutes before a half hour. So it comes out on the half hour and tells you, hey, in a half hour, I'm going to be live. So, goddamn notification. Anyway, but I think we got everybody. Except these three, which I think I'm going to do Jeff, Diane, and Kathy, and maybe in a video, one each. I got your notification. Yeah, you were here nice and early. You and Robert. Well, I'm glad. And I got your notifications. And this week I wrote a song just came out for yesterday. I wrote a song about Danny and my love story. So if you didn't listen to it, go check it out. And yeah, and then we'll have the regular Friday night story, the Sunday. We're doing time slip stories from people around the internet. So last week's was really interesting. So if you didn't see that, go check it out. It's like a little mini series. We'll be doing time slip paranormal stories because I feel that's paranormal too, like these weird time things. So we'll be doing stories like that from different people. So if anybody has a time slip story, um, right now you can write it on Messenger, even though I can't answer you on Messenger right now. I can see your messages, or you can get me in my email and just um, give me a notification, like just type on one of my videos, like, hey, I dropped you an email so that I remember to check it. If anybody has a time slip story they want to add to the paranormal stuff, I will tell it in our story. I always look, but never get it anymore. And I'm still subscribed. So weird. But sometimes I turn off my notifications. So, like, I don't hear the beep beep. And then I'm like, I'll be watching something on YouTube, and all of a sudden I go to the notifications, and like all these people went live, and I'm like, shit, I missed. What time is it? Because otherwise my phone will be beeping all day if I had the notifications on. But they'll come up, and I just like, but I have to remember to refresh. Yeah, but I try to. I'm trying to keep my schedule. Tomorrow, Eddie and I will be on. We'll be replaying the cartoons because I figured that'd be fun. We'll watch the cartoons together that I made, and Saturday hopefully Danny will be up for it, and we can go live a little bit and do something on Saturday. So yeah, so yeah, you guys just let me know though if you have anything, of course, you want to see or know about or anything like that, and I could add it to my video things because, if there's anywhere in New York, in like, I'm in Queens, but I can travel to Manhattan too. But if there's anything like you guys heard of in Queens or Manhattan, um, that you would like to see or know about, I can always film it for you. Um, yeah, anything like that. And do you guys like, I know some people really like the food reviews because they opened a new like Euro market near me. And if you guys like the weird snacks from different places, I was thinking to do the European market, see if they had any fun snacks that we can review. If you like those, let me know because, yeah, I don't want to do things and bore you to death. But if you like that stuff, well, I'll eat the snacks no matter what. But I won't video it for you if you're not interested in the different snacks from around the world. But I like the snack reviews. Me too, because I get to try them. So yeah, they opened a new Euro market so that they should have like It's actually not even a Euro market. I think it's only like from Greece, so it's gonna be all like Greek snacks. And I've had Greek pastries, but like snacks from like a grocery store, like Greek potato chips, I never tried. So I'll be curious. Yes. I'll be curious to see what they taste like. So yeah, maybe I'll go up to the Euro market Friday because Friday there's nothing going on. I'll walk up there and I'll get some snacks to review. We'll go to the Euro market. Yeah. So that's what we got going on this week. I try to make sure to watch all your videos. Oh, thank you, Kim. Did you like the song, Kim, yesterday? I know that you can't comment because sometimes you're on that tablet that doesn't work, but Greek potato chips, yum. Yeah, I'm dying to know because when it was Easter, I passed by the new store that opened and it had like all these things. But at that time, I just wanted to get the bread and then I was going and put that in my bag and I didn't want to carry all these things because I was going to church. But I was like, I gotta go, I gotta come back. They have Greek potato chips. What is going on? So yeah, we'll have to try the Greek snack. So I don't know. I know Nina's in Long Island, and they don't really have a lot of Greek places in Long Island. But when I was in Long Island, where I was in Long Island anyway, in Bayshore, I only met one Greek person. One. And and I worked all over the place in Long Island, so I came across a lot of people. Plus, I went to a lot of stores. I would walk around Target and the Dollar Tree and whatever. Wasn't too much to do, right? The Home Goods, and I never heard anybody speaking Greek until I worked at the Aldi's, and this Greek mother and daughter came older, and they were talking Greek, and I'm like, oh, Tikanis. And right away she was like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay. I said, I'm Greek and Sicilian. I said, I kind of understand Greek. I don't talk a lot of it, but you're the only other Greek person I came across in Long Island. So I figured I'd tell you hello. And she started laughing. She goes, you know what? I haven't come across another one besides you, and I've been here a long time. We were laughing. Yeah, there's not a lot of Greeks in Long Island, right? I didn't see pop up. I'll have to look for it. Yeah, it was my video yesterday, Kim. I wrote it for Danny, the song. So I don't know if you'll have a Euro market there. But one of my best girlfriends is Greek and Italian. I love her. Actually, she was my neighbor. Oh, Greek and Italian, just like me. Yeah. See that? Some people are just meant to have certain kind of friends. You see how you have me and your neighbor, both Greek and Italian. Um, yeah, that's funny. And she mostly spoke English, I'm assuming. Because like I said, I really never heard anybody speak Greek and I remember looking for a Greek church and I'm like, God, there's not even a Greek church. There was one in I forgot what town. 'Cause I remember passing it when I went to visit a friend and I'm like, oh my God, there's a Greek church. But it was far. And I was like, going all the way here to go to church. You remind me of her, yeah. You know, we're the same kind of people. You ever seen My Big Fat Greek Wedding? Greek people are like the same, all of them. And Italians are the same. When you mix them, then you get the same kind of person because we have those sick traits just mixed. It was funny when my Big Fat Greek Wedding first came out, and there was, remember the guy always sprayed you with Windex, and he was like, "This is gonna fix everything," you know. We had a grandfather. He didn't do great grandfather. He didn't do Windex. He used to do rubbing alcohol. Any problem, cut, bruise, little burn, no, he would put green rubbing alcohol on you. So it wasn't Windex, but it was green rubbing alcohol, which I thought was funny. And it was just like, and the grandmother always stalking everybody. We always had the old Greek grandma looking at the window at everybody, like she was like a. You would think she was a spirit because she didn't move out of the window. She just looked at you, and she was always wearing black because Greek people, if they have somebody pass away in their family, they have to wear black for I don't know how long, and then another person. They just wear black. If their husband dies, they wear black until they die. I think my grandmother wore black for like 20 years until we told her, okay, that's enough. And we're going to get you some color now, please. um, how long you gonna. But yeah. Yes, my friend Jennifer, always with the Windex. Oh yeah, you see, yeah, they have something, and no, and it's gonna fix everything. But it was just so true to life because I'm like, oh my God, are all Greeks like that? You thought it was just your weird neighborhood or your weird family? No, obviously it's everybody is the same because that movie just brought everything. Like when the lady said, "Oh, you don't eat meat? That's okay. You could eat lamb." Kind of reminded me of what my grandmother said when my sister and I, my sister went vegan because she was allergic to a lot of stuff. And I went vegetarian because I didn't want to eat the animals. Plus, I had an ulcer and all sorts of other things, so I wouldn't eat meat. So when we went to a restaurant and my sister and I were looking at the menu because most of it was if Greeks eat a lot of meat and whatever. My grandmother goes to me, "Oh, it's okay that you don't eat meat. Look at all the fish." And I tried to explain to her, fish is an animal. She goes, "What are you fasting?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm a forever faster. I'm not eating meat," which means animal. I don't eat animals. Like, but to her, oh, it's okay. You don't eat meat. Eat fish. She was like, you know. But as soon as she said that, I was like, oh my God, it's like my big Greek wedding when she said, "Oh, that's okay. I'll just make lamb. Like lamb is not meat." My grandma was like, "It's okay. Just eat the fish. It's not meat." Like, yes, it is. you know. Yeah. So it's like it's this. They have all the same mentality because of the way their culture and how they grew up. So I just thought that movie was hysterical. I love that movie. you know, but and even the Italians, typical when I hang out with my father's family, who's the Italian side. All those movies, like most of them are mob movies, but if you negate the mob part and just have like you always see them drinking, eating, playing cards, that's what Italian people do. They drink, they eat, and they play cards. And they argue about craziness that you would never argue about in a million years. But after some beers and card games and whatever, they'll argue about the position of the sun if you can, if they don't agree with you. I don't know. It's very funny. All Greeks own the diners on Long Island. Yeah, the best dinners. Yeah. Good night, my love. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Um, yeah. So that's I'm surprised because where I was in Long Island, there was only one Greek restaurant, and it wasn't that good. But I was in Bayshore. It was very it Bayshore was a lot of Spanish people, which I was surprised. And there was like, even when you and there was a lot of bars. There was a lot of bars. There was a lot of seafood, of course. We're on the island. But there it was a lot of like, just like chain stores. There wasn't like a lot of mom and pops, none of that. And then during COVID, all the mom and pops, the few that were there, closed. Even the thrift store closed during COVID, like, and didn't open again. The mom and pop coffee shops, everything that was, you know, interesting, closed during and didn't open after everything reopened for COVID. And it was just like Target and, the bookstore and the home goods and like Big Lots, the supermarkets. There was no more like mom and pops. All the little stuff closed. And so you were stuck with, like, if you went to Babylon, you would find some mom and pops and more exciting stuff. But yeah, Bayshore became very boring after the. I put my soda so I wouldn't spill it under there, and I still ended up knocking into it. Me and my big feet. Anywho. All right, I'm gonna let you go because now I have to clean my floor before it gets all sticky. Anyway, I'm gonna see you tomorrow with Eddie and Jen. Um, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'll be back, and we will see you then. And I love you guys. And I'll play the outro for you guys. Um, yeah, and then I'll see you tomorrow night, and I'll see you at the 21st Century Suffragettes tomorrow. Is Thursday, so I'll see you there.
Remember, please discard all candy wrappers and popcorn containers in the nearest trash receptacle. Thank you. We are so glad you came. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye. Is everyone gone? Huh? Good. Oh my gosh, my cheeks are killing me. I can't keep smiling like this anymore. I'm exhausted. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.